DIG is the UCLA Student Garden Coalition, and basically we take underused spaces on campus and convert them into student gardens that can be used for making food. And any undergrad or grad student or even faculty can come, play in the garden, learn about gardening, enjoy the fruits of their labor.
I think at first it was definitely a rude awakening. At first you kind of have this concept that, okay, well, you just put a seed in the ground, you water it, bam, food. But it's a lot more complex than that. We, over time, have learned how much more important different types of soils are, what you can actually grow in different seasons, different areas, and as well as watering techniques. There's a really more of a technique to watering than just dumping water on a plant. I think right now this garden here serves as sort of a landmark for expanding gardening onto campuses. A lot of campuses are moving towards this movement of becoming an edible campus.
Where we see these gray spaces that aren't being used, and we're like, well, how about we actually use those for growing food? Or we see landscape plants that are just there for aesthetics, and we're like, how about we use that for growing berries or fruits, or use fruit trees. And so I think in terms of the overall urban agriculture movement, the UCLA student gardens are kind of a hub of, like I said, learning. So students come here, they learn, they get skills, and they go out into the community and begin urban gardens wherever they go and kind of spread the movement.
A little more like aquatic.
Okay, I like that.
There's several challenges that any garden faces. Our particular challenge tends to be a few different pests. Particularly, there are these things called beetle grubs. But beetle grubs are especially disgusting looking, and they tend to like swampy, moist areas, like at the bottom of a garden bed. And while they're in there, they will feed on the roots and then infect our plants. We don't want that. And then with our grubs, we find that the best way to get rid of them is to kill them. We don't use any pesticides in our garden at all. We're all organic, so we just have used other alternatives. Since coming to UCLA and since joining DIG, I've learned a lot more about how much we are out of touch with the way that our food is grown, especially because I came from a sort of agriculturally based community, and then coming here to where there's no agriculture anywhere, seemingly there's no agriculture anywhere, it was a great opportunity to become more in touch and more able to perform this skill that is really important. Everybody eats, and you need to know where your food comes from.
So we're going to make vertical